because it means they don't have weapons. And so I think Tilter's choice is exactly right. Like, the red is nice and tasty, but it's a way to get caught out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause and unpause, and so then the guys, as soon as it goes live, just go.
3, 2, 1, fight.
All right. So Tilter does the smart thing, and so he still hasn't gotten the red, but he will still get it. And he's also spotted his opponent, and now he has, he has a bead on where he's at. He's forced him back over to yellow, and so now Tilter wins when it comes to weapon choice. Because now he can pick a close range, now he can pick a long range, and he's got rockets for spamming defensive play. So he's really in good shape. Now that being said, initial damage does go to Railwolf, but again, now the weapon issue comes into play. Tilter's burned off all of his rockets, though. That almost became a problem for him. Nice delay of the jump pad move by Tilter. It's just enough to dodge that rocket. Now see here, lack of rocket ammo.
Dodge.
Yeah, lack of rocket ammo is a little bit of an issue here for Tilter. He's been able to pick up an RL, so now he's good. And he's going to maintain control. So this is the first sign of control. And for anyone who's really new to Quake Live, what control means is... Nice first frag. What control means is that when a player gets sort of these stronger power-ups on a map and gets them more than once. When you get them consecutively, then that means that you're controlling the map. Nice move by Tilter, and he sort of made a guess that his opponent would try to get a railgun, because on DM6, it's one of the most crucial items to pick up when you're trying to sort of even the stack. Like right now, Tilter has, full health and 100 armor, and right now Tilter's just playing denial, although he missed the jump. So he doesn't give up any items, and we just saw on the timers, Railwolf at best has 50 armor. So Tilter doesn't even need to get this red, he just needs to hold Railwolf off front of the items, and he does so. So nice denial of pretty much everything, and I would say at this point Tilter is just going to run the map. So, alright. Okay, so Sir Dark, do you want back in on this?
No, not at all. These guys are better duelers than I am, and they're doing a good example of demonstrating some of the tactics that you're talking about.
Okay. So let's do one more first spawn. Vicious. Okay, yeah, we'll get Vicious. That works.
3, 2, 1.
My bad, guys. Sorry, I was trying to hand out info. We'll play this to 2 frags. So right now it's kind of an even game. Let's take a look. We do have Tilter armorless, but he's got a little bit of mega and nice delay coming up the staircase. Now he has to make a choice how to get out of here, and a lot of times, yeah, a lot of times getting stuck there can really be like probably the hardest thing to get out of. And you have to choose when to be aggressive. And a lot of times, I mean, even if you do go aggressive, you're probably still going to take a lot of damage, but you might be able to get away with your life. So let's go watch Tilter on the recovery. Now he's been able to get a railgun, so what that gives him is a chance to pick this fight. Now notice how he backs away from the fight, right? He strafes away from his opponent, and what that does is that opens up a rail shot where shooting a rocket at him is almost pointless, because it's going to be such a long travel time for that rocket, he's not going to lose anything. Now here, he's going to want to try to do damage against this Mega, doesn't do it, and so now he's actually kind of lucky that, I guess Rail went back for the red, I hope. No, he did not, so that's actually a mistake on Railwolf's part, and now if he goes for it, he's going to pay. So, nice jump of the rocket. Tilter is in good shape now, and so he's set to make a comeback. Interesting weapon switch. Railwolf does hit a shot, so now Tilter setting up for this, and Rail is nowhere to be found. So if I were Railwolf, I would have tried to do a little bit of punishment at that Mega pickup, and he should try to do some here. Now you can see how Rail really exposed himself coming out for that shot. Tilter missed it, but Rail had an opportunity to basically do a peak shot where he could have gotten unanswered damage. Now at this point, we've seen all the items go to Tilter, so he can just go on the warpath. So we go over and take a look. Yeah, Rail has nothing. So this damage needs to happen before Mega's picked up. And Tilter does tie it up, so let's see them go until a third frag. Nice weight by Tilter, but he missed the setup shot. And at this point, he should be thinking about how to deny Rail this red armor. And I would have stayed up top. Maybe he's lost his timing on red, but he did lose the position. And so now, you know, he probably could have done that without really eating any damage at all. And he'll lose red. Yeah, and we have Vicious on the server, so I'm glad that he joined us, but pointing out that he waited on Mega, so he lost red. Yeah. So a lot of times, you know, I would say figuring out timing of items, it really depends on how much of a dueler you are, but being late by, you know, even 4 seconds can be enough to totally mess up the rhythm of the game. And so I was kind of asleep at the wheel here, but Tilter did get that second frag. So what we're going to do is we're going to abort this, and let's get Vicious in. Tilter, what are your thoughts with that? Now, did you feel like you sort of had, you know, solid control, and you weren't really going to give it up, even after losing that first frag? It seemed like you were able to get control of the items because Railwolf showed up late to a couple of them.
Yeah, like I was just trying to listen to him and make sure he wasn't coming when I didn't have weapons or any stacks, so if he did come, I can get away. And after that, I kind of just got control of the map. And
did you see any potential opportunities that Railwolf could have capitalized on you, but didn't?
I'm not sure if that was the one where I ran past him when he hit me with the rocket, but right there he probably should have chased me a little bit more.
Yeah. I
think all I had was LG, and he was up close and he could have taken me out.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I felt like I had the Mega down, and then I lost time of it once I started getting injured, and it became recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was losing my timings too, like he pointed out.
Alright, so we hopped over to House of Decay, and we've seen Vicious defend his title during King of the Hill several times on this particular map, so I'm expecting some nice things from him here. And again, the plan is to kind of do this community-wise, sort of as like a kind of dueling beginner's tutorial of sorts, and then as the weeks go on, we're going to ramp up the skill. So you're going to be able to see how you know, people that are kind of new to duels playing, and then hopefully we're going to be able to bring you some really high, you know, pro quality dueling as this thing takes off.
Prepare to fight.
So here are F3s, and let's go ahead and we're going to watch some Vicious out of the gate.
2, 1, fight.
So both players not having any weapons, and so getting that Mega, Vicious wins out. He's been able to pick up the LG, and looks like Tilter has a rocket. Now, in that particular fight, the fight that Vicious exited, that was actually a smart choice because it was really close quarters. Plus, it was a lot of walls around, so there would have been tons of splash damage, and Vicious